Welcome back to the Eagle Sports Coaches Show. I am Matt Schabert, Assistant Athletic Media Relations Director, and we're joined now by Brent Ericksen, Head Track and Field Coach. And Coach, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
My pleasure.
Let's talk a little bit about, since you were here last, you got an opportunity last weekend to go over to Lexington and open up a brand new track and field facility over at UK, the Heart of the Bluegrass Invitational. Talk a little bit about that. Meet some good marks for you guys over in Lexington.
Yeah, what a beautiful facility they've built over there. $14 million complex. Looks like $14 million complex. It's nice blue track, great stands. Just outstanding facility for them. They're able to run multiple high jump pits and just great place to run. It was good competition. We ran against UK for the most part and some other schools there, but not a ton of schools on the college side of things. But we had a really good meet, and it was nice not to have to travel across the world, honestly.
A couple of personal bests that you set over at that meet on the men's side. You had a couple of freshmen. Let's talk about them in particular. We'll hit on Wes Morris and Clay Dixon, both PR'd in the 800 meter. And then you had Chase Ratliff, another underclassman who ran his best 5K this weekend.
Yeah, I think for us the highlight certainly was the 800s. We had Natalie Norman run 2:12 in the 800. I believe she got second, and then even Jasmine Andrews ran a personal best for her. And then on the guys' side, really came down to the wire. Great battle between Desmond Bell and a guy from UK, and he got nosed out by a hundredth of a second, so it was a tough loss there, but great time for him running 1:51, and that's a seasonal best for him, just off a personal best by a couple hundredths of a second as well. So he was right there, and then you mentioned Wes and Clay. Great to see a couple freshmen have some PRs. They were excited about that. They really have been working hard, and it's nice to see them rewarded.
Talk a little bit about Desmond Bell. He's a sophomore for you, and he has improved. 800 is his specialty event. He has improved when you look at his stats this year from the beginning at the Cincinnati meet. He has improved every time you've been out this year, and Des is a guy who could have an opportunity to make even an NCAA regional this year. I know it's a lot tougher than it used to be to make an NCAA regional, but Des has worked really hard, and I know that would be rewarding for him.
Yeah, Des is a guy that really was only a 158 guy in high school, and for him to be really consistently down there at 151 is really super. He's just worked so hard, and in the qualifying for regionals is different. No longer conference champions in Division I be allowed to go to regionals, and so you have to be in the top 48 to go. And there's 45 schools that are doing track right now, and so that's there's a lot of people out there and a lot of people racing to go to the East Region meet. And he's really, that's second place has been his worst finish all year. So I think we just need to keep getting in bigger and bigger races. And the other thing is, and we've talked about this before, but the OVC has changed so much in the 800, and not only the 800, but almost every event. The year before I got here, 154 was the best time in the OVC and won the conference championship. And now there's 8 guys faster than that right now, and we're still got about a third of the season left. And that's a significant difference. Now that conference champion from 2 years ago wouldn't even score at the conference meet, and part of that is us. We've completely changed our program, and another thing is we've added Belmont, and SIU Edwardsville is in the conference now, and so you've really almost added 3 schools to the conference championship besides Eastern Kentucky, who has really turned it on here lately. And so the conference championship is really so night and day compared to what it was, and that's a good thing for the OVC. They really have become a tough member of the Division I.
Brent Ericksen is our guest here on this edition of the Eagle Sports Coaches Show. Let's talk a little bit about, you've got a young man who's going to be participating this week, that's Zach Elliott, in the Drake Relays. He's going to run the 10K, scheduled to run the 10K up in Des Moines this week. And for all those who follow track and field, the Drake Relays is up there, one of the most prestigious races, events in the country. And for Zach to have an opportunity to run the 10K, I know that you've got to be proud of him and hope for good things for him this week.
It is a great opportunity for him. You know, the Drake Relay started in 1925. This is an historic event. It's the signature event on their campus and really for track and field in the Midwest. And so an opportunity for him to run against a great field. There's going to be 40-some athletes in that 10K. It'll be run at night, and just a great opportunity, honestly, for him to really do some special things. He's a guy that transferred with me from Southern Oregon, and he has just really been a rock for us and helping us establish this thing. And so for him to get a chance to run at such a great meet is going to be special, and I think he's going to have a lot of fun doing it.
You have one more meet for the rest of the crew this coming weekend at Bellarmine before the Ohio Valley Conference Championships in 2 weeks. Talk a little bit about what you want to see this week. It's kind of your last chance before the OVC meets coming up, and what will you like to see from your kids at Bellarmine, the rest of the crew?
Well, just, first of all, coaches are always wanting to continue to improve, and that's what we want to see from them. The other thing is it's their last opportunity before conference to see if they can make the conference team, so they need to put some marks up. They know what the top 8, top 10, top 12 marks are in conference and what it's going to take to score, and so they need to put some marks up that to make that conference team. And it's just one of those things where they know it's their last shot. Get after it, give everything you got, and let's see where we are.
Coach, we want to thank you for joining us here today, and best of luck to all your kids at Bellarmine and for Zach at Drake. We'll look forward to talking to you maybe one more time before the season ends this year.
I appreciate it.
That's Brent Ericksen here on the Eagle Sports Coaches Show. We will be back in 2 minutes right here. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Coaches Show.